Come on, Seth. Come here right now. Y'all can't even feel that thing, can you? ACR, good morning, brother.
Yeah, ACR, baby.
I was just talking to him too, so I was like, we're going live. He's like, cool, let's go.
Every time I hit the search bar, it pops up.
What do you mean the search bar? ACR was first this morning. Let me see if I can get this thing adjusted. I love this tripod though. And I got a really good one for when we go in the woods. Justin, good morning, brother. Just let him know we were going live too. There's Mama Bear. Damn, babe. You were like way back. She said, I'm going to be first. And she was like third, second, third.
I was third.
Yeah, Justin got you. But they had a fair. Well, hell, you had the most fair, unfair advantage because you like to sit next to me.
True.
ACR is a good 2,000 miles. Justin's a good freaking 700-800 miles. Randall, good morning, brother. Hey, man. Hope you're doing well on this Sunday.
Good morning,
Seven Stone. What's up, brother? Sit down, Sassy. We got just enough gas in the generator, maybe pull to like an hour and a half live chat. So we're going to try it. But if my shit cuts off automatically, it's because I'm out of gas in the generator. We have learned that pulling that fucking air conditioner, it doesn't take quite the same amount that it used to. It takes probably...
Good morning, Porter family. Enjoy your day
Porter
off.
family, hell yeah, good morning. Great day off. Thank you for joining us on your day off.
For real.
We just noticed that when we pull the air conditioner, which we have to during like 1, 2, 3 o'clock because the sun's beating down on us, it pulls the fuck out of the generator and uses a whole lot more gas because Ohio Patriot, good morning, brother. So the gas that we would normally get us through the weekend isn't getting us through the weekend. We kind of shell short. But when we first started running it, it didn't feel like it was changing anything. Like we could fill it up and run it for the same amount of time. But now since it's getting hotter and it's pulling, and I have it on low. But so if anybody donates to the YouTube today, don't put it on YouTube. Put it on my Cash App. That way, I can use it right now because I can't get my money off YouTube till you get a balance of at least $100, and I'm like $40 away from that. So thanks to y'all. Y'all rock.
Looks like I got an echo.
What do you mean an echo?
So I'm hearing you talking this year.
Oh well, take your headphones. Oh, I'm like, I thought something was wrong with the chat. Like, you're telling me it's echoing, but she's got headphones on, sitting here listening to me. Well, put them all on, because that way you can't hear the echo.
Oh, it's kind of cool.
That's weird. Oh shit. Yes, Jenna. This thing, dude. I'm really glad I didn't go with the 5,500 watt like we had talked about on my live chat, because I don't think it could have pulled that generator plus everything else. Like nothing dims, the lights don't dim, the air conditioner works fine. We charge everything normal, but it has a little slight pull on that 8,000 watt generator. But I have a huge air conditioner. I'm not even sure. It's a frigid air, and it's that sucker puts out some air, so it'd probably do a whole lot bigger area than my camper. So the little bit extra gas is worth it to be 70 degrees when it's 100 degrees outside. Because that day I was at work and Mama Bear, when I got home with the air conditioner, and I found, where's that? Show me that. Give me that little thermometer. If you can. We have this little digital thermometer. We just keep it sitting around. Here, just chuck it. So I had this little digital thermometer, see? And it tells you like minimum temperature today was 68 in here this morning, and the max that it's been while the air is running has been 80. But without the air conditioner in this bitch, it said 122. Minimum was 90. And I was like, holy shit. And when I got home from work, and Mama Bear had been working on the homestead all day, getting stuff cleaned up and doing it. Bill, good morning, brother. Getting the chickens and stuff taken care of. And like, she already has an issues with her heart, so it started messing with her. And I was like, well, go sit in the camper. We didn't know that it was 122 in the camper, and she was sitting in front of a fan, and it's just blowing hot air on her. So ever since I put that air conditioner in, though, it's kind of a pain in the ass to get in and out of the camper, but it's way more comfortable. That's why Maddie's been sleeping over here, because it's too hot. Like, we got fans on the pups and the dogs; they can handle that, but kids are a little different. So But no, so if anybody donates today, put it on Cash App. That way we can get more gas. I just got to get through today. I get back to work tomorrow, so we'll be all right. We just got to make it through today. So, and we ran out of freaking gas, so we've been using a gas grill outside since we don't want to use it on the little dual burner one we got inside because it's so freaking hot in there. And went to cook some shit yesterday, and the gas was out. So Mama Bear went and tried to make a fire in the other grill, but I didn't. On that, you have to kind of build like double the size of the flames you want, so when it burns down, you still have time to cook. Because we don't have a whole lot of oak around here. We're burning like poplar and sweet gum and shit, crap wood. And so I didn't tell her that she didn't tell me we were out of charcoal, and I didn't know she was cooking with sticks. So I would have went out and got her started, but it's I'm gonna make some ribs and some corn on the cob today. Yeah, I thought we had charcoal. Like, we ran out of everything, man. We had a great weekend. Friday was great. Got my little bonus. Thought everything was great. Come home and didn't realize that we were out of freaking gas, out of charcoal. That the gas we paid in the generator won't go make it all weekend. We were like, damn. Yesterday was just a shit day. Good time on the live, though. So that's why I like doing it. Really quick, Porter. Like, in the wintertime, it's great. Like, we cook soups and stews because the steam helps steam everything up. And I don't know if you have a pop-up or not, but if you guys have a pop-up camper, this is the issue that we run into, okay? Especially in the wintertime. From these shelves, I'll try to show y'all. So, see this shelf right here? It goes to the floor, right? They're on both sides. And then I'm on like this little bed thing. And from the shelves down, it's fucking freezing. From the shelf up into where we sleep, like this will be a bed. And it's my gear room now, but this will be a bed. It's warm as shit. In the summertime, it's hot as shit and cool as shit down here. That's why the dogs love laying on the floor when it's cold, because all the cold air falls to the bottom and all the hot air rises. So in the wings, it's hot as shit. So, yeah, I cook outside. Well, we try to cook outside. All the proteins, mostly we cook outside. Because I got a propane grill and a gas grill.
We know that our gas grill has a little side burner.
Oh, yeah, and I forgot, like Mama said, the gas grill has a little side burner. So and it's got really good flame. So we usually just cook everything outside now. But I'll get a tank of gas tomorrow and a bag of charcoal and some gas for the generator, and then we'll be all right. But we just, like I said, we're gonna make it today. But I'm gonna try to go up in the woods and find enough shit. So I got a small thing of ribs and some corn on the cob. I'm gonna wrap that shit up. Hey man, you can't go wrong with a Glock. I mean, there's a couple people in here right now that carry Glocks every day. Me, ACR. I'm sure Randall's probably gotten on a Glock. He's probably got something really badass that he carries, like a fucking custom 1911 or something. But most men, and if I'm not mistaken, Glock makes a 22 caliber pistol. I don't know what number it is, but I know that at one time they were making a 380 as well. I've never owned either one, but.
Oh, no, that's not.
Top G, what's up, brother?
Good morning, Top G.
Yes. ACR, do you know what model the Glock is? Bill Andy, yeah, I figured Bill was carrying something good too. Bill carried a 1911 Gold Cup too. It's the Glock 44. Okay, yeah, I've seen them on YouTube, and I think it would be actually a really cool tool because you can shoot it for cheap as shit and still run like a Glock. So, Life Fighters, good morning, brother. Glad you could join, man. I've never had the opportunity to shoot 22 Glock. It's a Glock, so it's probably pretty reliable. I don't know if anything's different in the internals other than like the chamber and stuff, but I need to look into that. I want a 22 conversion kit for my AR because I got like freaking. The last time I counted, I think we had 15,000 22 rounds, and that's just what's in packages, not what's in like I got a gallon Ziploc bag full of them and some boxes that are open. I didn't count those because I just counted what was in sealed boxes. It was like 8,000 or 10,000, something like that. So I really do need a 22 conversion kit, and my local gun store has got one, but it's $200 with only one mag. And then I think somebody in the chat was telling me, he said, I'm starting to move into my camper this week. House is getting demoed in 2 weeks, I think. Oh, hell, man.
That's exciting.
Yeah. You got a nice camper too, brother. So I think I seen it on your property one time when you were doing a video, big fifth wheel. That's a nice fucking, man. That's going to be, it'll take a little bit of getting used to because you're not in the same area and you're smaller, but that'll be awesome, man. I'm glad you're getting some good shit done. I've heard the Glock 44 was kind of junky. He's in a fucking fifth wheel, big fifth wheel.
Oh, yeah, you'll be just fine.
Why is the generator pulling? Listen to it.
It better not be out of gas already.
Might want to go check it. I think we're about to run out of. I don't think she's going to go check it, but we didn't run it none. We saved it for the live chat. We ain't pulling the air conditioner. It might have just had air in the lines from where it ran out of gas this morning too. Well, if we run out of gas, we run out of gas, guys. I tried to do it live this morning. We made it about 10 minutes, but I don't know. We might not be either, so we'll see. And then if something happens and I get a Cash App or something later, then I'll get back on if we do happen to run out. I think it might just been air in the lines. We had to put an oil in it too. It burns oil like a motherfucker. I'm about to get a.
There's no way we're out of gas.
I don't know how much was in it, so I don't know. We're not pulling the AC.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay. It might probably from where it ran earlier. It probably just had air in the line.
It doesn't begin on that.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. So Justin said Glock 22. Now Glock 22 is a 40 caliber, so that it makes no fucking sense, man. Besides the bathroom, the camper. Oh shit. Hell, that's cool. Well, that's cool too. He said actually the camper is bigger than his current house. That's why he's getting his work done, I guess. So look, Justin, if you say the Glock 22, it's a 40 caliber, full size 40 caliber. I had one. If you say the Glock 44, it's the 22. Like I say, my Glock 45, and everybody's like, "Oh, you carry 45?" Yeah, a 9mm 45, not a 45 Glock. That's the one confusing thing about Glocks. Like once they started getting into the different calibers and giving them a weird number, it was like, like the Glock 21 should be a Glock 45, but it's not. It's Glock 21. So, which is my next Glock. Hopefully, I'm gonna get one someday. Hey, becoming dangerous. What's up, brother? But yeah, I want to freaking the 21 bad because was the very first Glock I bought, and I do like the 45 round itself for some things, but I'm gonna get me a Glock 21 eventually. So that'll probably be another tax time deal. So, come on, monster. Come on, little monster. I'm a little monster. There's the warrior princess, guys. There's Xena. She's being a brat.
She slept with me all day.
Yeah, she slept with Mama last night, and Diva slept with me. Sassy. Huh? I moved him up there, I thought. There's the dogs were trying to chew him. Boy, they're in here right here. I don't know, man. We'll find them. We got so much shit piled in this camper right now with Maddie being in here. And it's... Oh, yeah. Well, shit, dude. It'll help. And you already got a bunch of 22s, so I imagine you have a bunch of 22 ammo. So it's probably not a bad idea to buy something in that caliber, so you don't have to go out and buy a whole new shit ton of ammo. Because that's why, I mean, I got like 1,500 for my 9mm, but I think I got like 60 or 70 for my 10mm because I didn't plan on getting a 10mm, and then I was gifted by finding one, and then got another one in a trade. But 10mm ammo is it's expensive. It's like buying 44 mag ammo almost. You know, it's not my primary gun, so I'm not going to freaking worry about getting 5,000 rounds per gun for it. But I would like to have at least 500 or 600 so I can at least carry it. I mean, I have carry ammo in it. Both of the guns have hollow points, and I have 50 rounds of target ammo if I want to just go out and shoot some shit. Plus, I only got one magazine for each gun, so it's good enough. I got 10 rounds of hollow points that I found. When I found that Glock 29, it had 10 rounds of hollow points in it. They were Hornady hollow points. And then the Glock 20 that I got in trade had SIG hollow points in it, full 15-round mag. So, dude, that'd be fucking badass, dude. Ohio, that would be badass. I'm thinking seriously about getting one of those daggers, man. Especially when you get on, I get on Palmetto State Armory because I'm looking for the parts for Mama Bear's AR-9. So, you get on there and they have one for like $299 or like $300. It's like, damn, that's a nice pistol. And everybody Ohio's told me you got what, 4 or 5 of them, and you've never had an issue, and you like them actually better than the stock Glock. Then it makes me start perking my interest a little bit. So I'm like, hell, I can get twice the gun for half the price if, just got to do a sale. But I've been looking up there for like blemished ARs and shit too, or the uppers and stuff. But yeah, he said buy the Taurus at TX22.
He said we stuck 10x10 canopy from Walmart and got some walls and stuck it right outside the camper door. And gave him more room.
Oh hell yeah!
Another room, basically.
Yeah, basically.
That's not a bad
idea. We could do that here. Hell, if it went in that way, if it was raining, we could at least go out and cook and shit. You could put the gas grill, open up like a zipper window, and get some airflow. That wouldn't be bad. There are two. See that them daggers we're talking about?
Yeah.
Did I show you the PSA dagger built like a Glock? I think I showed it to you. You got them. They're on sale right now for $249. And from what Ohio says, he likes them better than his Glocks.
Why are we always broke, man?
Yeah, we're always broke. We're broke, but we're surviving. That's the plus side of this. Is some days it's hard, but most every day I get money, and we always have food, and we always have gas. So that's all we got. But I'm living. You know what I mean? I ain't got money to spend on shit right now, but at least the money that I do make is keeping us alive. And it is what it is. 6,500 rounds for 22. Yeah. See, it would make no sense for you to go buy a 9mm or 44 or 45 or something right now, just to fucking have to go buy a bunch of ammo because you already got that many. I've only got 2 22 pistols and 1 22 rifle. And I'm gonna get can you guys give a hand? Here. Maddie's up there eating watermelon. She ain't worried about the pups. Come on, lay down, Sally. Coming up here. I like the Browning. Yes, that'd be fine. Hey, I had bought a Colt. This was years ago. A buddy of mine's dad sold it to me. I got a Colt Gold Cup 1911 45. Very fucking nice gun. With 3 magazines for you going over there, then go over there. Because come on, Sassy.
Sassy, come on.
So I bought. He said I've never owned a Glock, but my brother does, and we both like the dagger better. No shit. See, I mean, and they're $250. I'm gonna get one once I get money from YouTube, and I can afford to buy something. I'm gonna go ahead and pick one up and just test it out and see what I think about it. Just try it. Like, it's a $250 gun. What's the worst thing? It sits in my safe and I don't like it for $250. I've got guns that cost way more than that sit in that gun safe that I don't like, that I don't mess with. Like, I have fucking watch. I can't with dogs.
Porter says, yeah, and you can leave your door open. The rain doesn't get in there. We have some chairs out.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying with the grill. We could put our grills and a couple chairs out there and actually just sit outside with not worry about getting ate up. And hell, I bet the air conditioner would cool cool that, and then suck a fan in the door where it blows it in. Keep it out of air. We're gonna try to run the air conditioner some today. Like I said, it just depends on how the gas lasts through the live chat. I got my little solar generator charging. We got phones charging. I want to charge my little fans, but the only charger that charges those is the one that works for my phone. So my phone doesn't get charged at night, so I have to charge it. But back to my story before I got sidetracked. I bought a Colt Gold Cup 1911 with 3 magazines, and it had a conversion kit and 2 magazines to make the barrel and the shit into a 22. And I paid like $800 for that gun for my buddy's dad. I know it was worth, the gun alone was worth more than that without the conversion kit. But I ended up selling it back to him because he was an older guy, man. He just needed some money for a light bill one time, and I happened to have my taxes, so I got it from him, and then he just paid me back. So, but I shot the shit out of that gun. It was nice. Yeah, 1911 45. Now, if I lived in like Alaska or something, I would carry my 10mm every day, everywhere. I carry it sometimes now. I just don't have but 1 magazine. And when I carry a gun, I always carry at least 2 or 3 mags. You know what I mean? 1 in the gun plus 2 extra. Especially if I'm just keeping it in the truck. And I'm not, and like at work, I have a little bag, like a sling bag. It's right here somewhere. I'll throw the pistol, a couple mags, and, you know, some snacks, a couple bottles of water, you know, poncho, whatever, just something to get me home if I have to. I like the micro dagger frames better than 43X, so I built a carry gun with the micro dagger frame blocks. So I could, so technically I could take my Glock 20 or my Glock 45 and put a dagger frame on the Glock parts. Is what y'all saying? Yeah, I'd carry a 10mm every day for that there for sure. I ain't worried about the 2-legged. I'm worried about them 4-legged bears running up on my ass, because even Bill was like, yeah, 10 for sure up there. But I'm going to get some mags, and they're not as expensive as I thought they were. From Gun Mag House, where I get like my AR mags and my metal mags and shit.
Gen 3 only.
Gen 3 only. That's all I got is, well, I got 3 Gen 3s and 1 Gen 5. My 45 is a Gen 5. The 20, the 29, and Mama's 19 are all Gen 3. So, yeah, that's cool though. Oh, Glory. Good morning, brother. Yeah, I think, the only one I got this Gen 5 is my 45. All the other ones are Gen 3, because I know Mama Bear is 19, because it's old. When I bought it from Cabela's in Garner. They have a big Cabela store there. And I wasn't even looking for a Glock, man. I was just in there looking because I was waiting for somebody. So I was like, I'm going to walk around for a little while. And walked in, and they have all the new shit. I was looking at handguns and stuff. And then I went into a room that's all used stuff and like really expensive used stuff. And I was walking around and saw that Glock, and it was like $3.99 or something. And I was like, shit. So I got the guy. I was like, hey, what's up with that Glock? He said, I think it's a police trade-in. We acquired it through somewhere. He was like, it's been checked by our armor. It's great. Still got plenty of rounds left in it, and it comes with 4 magazines. And I was like, for $3.99? And he was like, yes, sir. I was like, go and get it out. And I went ahead and bought it. The daggers are Gen 3. Okay. Yes, Gun Mag Warehouse has Glock, 15-round Glock magazines for like $20. They're not as expensive as I thought they'd be. Like some of the Glock mags are like $30, $40, man. It's crazy. So I'm not going to buy any 10-round mags. It's because I had the Glock 29 and it has a stock 10-round magazine in it. I'm just going to buy a bunch of 15-round mags and run the 15-round mags in the Glock 29. If I want to wear it on my ankle, I'll just put the 10-round magazine in it, wear it on my ankle, and then I'll carry 2 extra 15-round magazines that'll fit in both guns and I can run them. So, I mean, I'm not going to go out and buy no 10-round mags. I don't have that. 10-round mags are not for me. That's not bad for the price, Bill, no. And I'm going to order like $100 to get me 5 mags, plus the one I got, I'll have 6 magazines. So that's 3 for each gun. You know what I mean? Plus the extra 10 rounds, that's 4 for one gun and 3 for the other. That's basically all you need for a self-defense handgun is a mag in it and 2 extra mags, man. Like, that's not my primary. That's just going to get me to the gun safe to where I can get to my primary rifle. But,
yeah, that's where my gun come from.
What?
Read that. Read over. Or
local sporting goods store and lawful trading block. Yeah, that's where Ohio. That's exactly where I got Mama Bears. This police trading, because 3 of the magazines say for military and police use only. So I know it was an older one. You know what I mean? So when you get mags to say that, that's like Clinton, Obama shit there. So the wear on them is mostly external. Yeah, dude. Yeah, because her gun wasn't even wore out externally. Like, but I got another gun that was a police trade-in. It was a Beretta, and it was a fucking nothing was wrong with it. And like I said, it was just where they pull it in and out of their holster. I mean, they're mandatory. They don't have to shoot 30 or 50 rounds a month or a year or some shit just to qualify. So they don't shoot those guns a whole lot. And most of them are kept. You know, I watched this other place. I can't remember who it was. They got a bunch of police trade-in Colt AR-15s that had the carry handle on them. And most of those were just kind of, they were banged up. A couple of them were banged up, but he was like, it's just from being put in a cruiser, and they don't shoot them very often. So the internals are fine. And shit, I paint all my guns. So hell, I told him, I was like, man, and it was like $600 or $700 for the Colts. I want to say maybe not that cheap. Maybe it was $1,000 or something, but I know it was cheaper than what you could buy a brand new one for. So I was like, well, shit, I camouflage my guns anyway, so I don't give a shit. No shit, Robert. How does it shoot? Do you like it? Because Justin's trying to buy one. He's looking for one. We were trying to. I've never had a chance to shoot one, so that would be something I'd like to try, though. First good handgun. It's a hard. So, do you have any kind of shooting experience? Failed YouTuber. Do you have any kind of? Have you ever shot anything? That'd be my first question. Shot is easy, reload is hard. My buddy buys them cheap, fixes them up in a creek coat and laser engraves and sells them. Yeah, man. JF Customs, good morning. I mean, yeah, not really, but I'm 21, turned and interested in starting. I'd say go to, like, if you have a local gun range and they let you shoot and rent the guns, rent a revolver to start with, get up like a 38, something like that, or get a Glock 19. Me personally, my first handgun that I ever bought when I turned 21 was a Glock 21-45. But I have shooting experience. I've had a bunch of shooting experience. So I was comfortable getting it because I could function it and all that stuff. I would say maybe some people would say a revolver. What do y'all think? Glock 19 is, you know, what I would recommend. It's easy to use. It's accurate. It's reliable. It's got a decent trigger for a newbie. You won't know that the trigger sucks because you haven't got a lot of shooting experience. But I definitely say a Glock 19, man. The design of Glock is so right. It is, man. OD, it is, dude. Like, that is. I have 4 of them. Like, and all 4 of them are different. That's what's cool about it. Like, my 10 millimeter is different than the 9 millimeters, and my gun, yeah. See, I would think a revolver would be safer too, but Glock 19. If you're going to shoot a semi-automatic, get a Glock 19. If you're going to shoot a revolver, I would say get a freaking 38 special, something that doesn't have a lot of recoil and is still accurate and still has a lot of knockdown power, and try them. You know, Phoenix Arms 25 cal. Well, honestly, my very first gun that I ever got, handgun wise, that I bought wasn't. It was my grandfather had a Raven 25 automatic with pearl handles and chrome. He bought it for $60 in Florida when we moved down there. He had a shop, so a lot of things you can do with Glocks to make them how you want. Exactly, GD. They're like just like an AR-15. There's numerous things you can buy, and if something breaks, you can get parts. What's up, Martin? Good morning. But yeah, I would say 38 special revolver with a hammer. Don't get the hammerless ones. Actually, be able to shoot double action and single action. And then if you don't like the revolver, the way it feels, grab a Glock 19, try it, and you can pick them up pretty cheap. You don't have to buy a brand spanking new one when you get your first one, man. Get you something used in good condition. Most of them they'll sell, and most gun shops, if they get them, they'll run it through a gunsmith, make sure they're good. Makarov, a Bulgarian, that'd be cool as shit too. Yeah, anytime, brother. If we can help, man, we'll try. Buy a Rock Island 1911 9mm. Yeah, that'd be a good platform too, because that's got an external safety on it too. It's built like a 1911, so you can get Glocks for $300-400 used. You can get a 38 from probably 150 to 500, depending on what you want to pay. You can get a Rossi 38 special for like $200. So, but you can buy you something used, and then work your way up, man. That's what I did. I bought most all my handguns right now are used. So, yep, Minuteman. But yeah, so I would say, man, just try. I mean, some say the revolvers are safer, easier to load, easier to maintain. They don't jam. You don't have to rack them, and it's got most of them. You have a really strong double action trigger. They don't have external safeties like a Glock. Glock doesn't either. Like, you just got double triggers. So police guns, yeah, from like 350 to 400. Practice, failed, take gun, safe course. Exactly. New Glocks can be, yeah. New Glocks can be 550 to up, depending. Like, that's why I only buy the used ones. I have bought a brand new one. I've actually bought two brand new ones. My Glock 22 and the Glock 21 were both brand new. Huh?
I want to
Get one what?
I know.
You have a freaking 9mm.
No, I want to
It is yours.
no,
Jesus Christ.
mine with the fire.
Oh, you gotta be more freaking. This woman talking about she wants to buy a 9mm for her. I'm like, you got a 9mm. She wants one that they have a Patriots, to have a freaking American flag, like career coat job on it. It's pretty cool, but it's not cool. Only scores you so many points. I don't think anybody's gonna be like, hey, that's a really cool Glock in the middle of a gunfight.
No, but it's for me. I don't care about everybody else.
Oh yeah, man, just buy something cheap. Even these PSA daggers that all my brothers are talking about. He said, I'm afraid of picking you up. I have two, but mine are old single action, Old West looking things. They're only 22s. I used to have a 44 Magnum. I had a 44 Magnum Super Black Hawk Ruger, and I had a 41 Magnum Super Black Hawk. And they were all both in old gunfighter rigs. I traded those to a buddy of mine for a nice ass AK. Like a really nice ass AK. Dude, yeah, semi-auto, man. I had a friend back in the day, Tom Hewitt. He carried a Dan Wesson 357 Magnum. I carried a Colt 1911 at that time for my buddies, and then I ended up with a Glock, and he freaking hated semi-automatic pistols. He was one of them old school guys that was like, hey, it's gonna jam, you can't shoot it right. It ain't got no power about it. It's only a 9mm round. He fucking 6-shot 357 with a 6-inch barrel strapped to his leg, and it's like, bro, no. And that's just where he was. But I mean, I've seen the dude hit some shit. A black snake pulled his head up out of the grass, and I watched him draw and shoot that bitch's head off with a 357 Magnum at like 40 yards. I was fucking impressed. Like, I'm like, I guess it doesn't matter what you shoot, as you can shoot that good. You know what I mean? So, I know, Martin, I know you carried 1911. Yep, buy a Glock first. The dagger needs some work to make them good. Revolver with speed loaders, 357 is the beast. Yes, I want a fucking snub nose 357. My dream 357 though is the Smith & Wesson 686 Classic DX. It's the one with the full lug barrel. I want a 6-inch barrel. I want it blued with wooden handles. I I had a T-shirt when I was like 10 that said Smith & Wesson, my two best friends, and had that gun on it, and I've always wanted one since. They're fucking like $1,200 though, and I'll eventually have one. But that's, if Twin could have any 357, that's what I would get. And if I could get a 44 Magnum, I want the same one Dirty Harry carried. I think it was a 29, if I'm not mistaken. Had the little, where the barrel ejection for the cylinder is, it just comes up. It doesn't go all the way the whole length of the barrel. I like to have one of those. Because the 44s, I had a 44 and a 41. I like both of them. But the Ruger that I had, the 44 mag, when you would shoot it, the fucking pin that holds the cylinder in, you know, in a single shot, in a single action, you got that little pin that holds the cylinder in. And it would back out a little bit and send it would shift the cylinder. So I didn't shoot that gun a whole lot. Now the 41 Magnum, that thing was fucking badass, dude. It had a 5-inch barrel and it had big ass sights on it. And that thing was just badass. I traded it. A guy had it and he wanted a Jeep that I had and an old raggedy 4-wheeler. And I was like, for what? He was like, I'll give you this 41 Magnum, a gunfighter holster, like 200 rounds of ammo, and $150. And I was like, sold, man, because I fucking fell in love with that 41 Magnum. I had never had one before. I had the 44, and I was like, I really like the 44, but man, the 41 might be weaker. That thing is a beast. It is a beast. And stop, girl. And I wish I still had that one, man. But it had a 5-inch barrel. It was shorter than my 44 had like a fucking 7-inch barrel or some shit. I got it for Valentine's Day one time. And that thing was freaking dope, man. Like, it was badass. But I don't understand why that pin would walk out. You know what I mean? Like, it locked in like it was supposed to, but just sometimes. And then once it walked out, the revolver wouldn't function. So you might be having a bear attack you, and the second shot would jam on the damn thing. So I sold it to a buddy of mine. I was like, look, man, this is what it does. He was like, I'll fix it. I'll get it taken care of, all that shit. So I guess from when he still got it. And then, dude, no shit. I have an AK. I used to be 100% an AK man. There was no AR-15s in my house. I had a semi-automatic PPK. I had the Mac 90 AK with the thumb hole, the Chinese Norinco Mac 90 with the thumb hole. I had a Wasser 10 Romanian one, and I had a fucking Russian kit gun that was underfolder, had the bayonet, push the 2 buttons, and the metal stock would fold under. The whole thing went by that long. And those were the 4 that I was going to fight the end of the world with, man. And then I was 9 when I got my 36 Navy Colt. Oh shit! I'd love to have a black powder pistol, man. I want to build a 50 cal muzzle loader, like the Mountain Man short Hawkins rifle, and I'd like to have a buckskin scabbard made for it with fringe and some Indian beads. And on the stock, I want to take the brass tacks like the Native Americans would do and decorate my rifle. I would like to do that. Yeah, that thing, I love them. And the only one that I didn't really care for out of my collection at that time was the Wasser 10. I bought it during the Clinton ban shit. It didn't have a muzzle brake. And other than that, the gun was built relatively nice. But when you look down the sights, the front sight was canted really bad. Like, you could damn near had to turn it at a 45 to get the front sight to work. So my ex-wife bought me that one. She gave me $500, and I went to a gun show. I came out with that gun, 250 rounds of ammo, my Marine Raider Bowie, and ammo cans for the ammo, and I bought a duffel bag to put everything in. So when I walked out, I'm not walking through the flea market with an AK, you know. And I came out and still had $5 left, and you could tell how long ago that was. That was in like the early 2000s, like 2001, 2002, and then. But my buddy, I got that Mac 90 from a buddy. That was one of my favorite ones. But I really liked the folding stock Russian one. Like, that thing was a beast, and it was the nicest AK I've ever owned. I have a Century Arms AK now. It's got a milled receiver. It's American built. It's the V something, V42G or V something. I don't know. It's not the best one. It's got Magpul furniture on it. It's got a weird muzzle brake, which makes it extremely fucking loud. Like, when you shoot that gun, you've got to have hearing protection. It's extremely loud. But I can take the muzzle brake off, and it's threaded, so maybe a suppressor is in the near future for that gun. So, what do you want? What do you guys want? Oh. So. Yeah, my boss has got a nice SKS. I've never had an SKS. Out of all the AK shit I've owned, I've never had the chance or the money to buy one when there was one around. I got that PPK. It came with a 75 round drum, a bipod, and I bought it from this kid who was trying to get back to his house. I guess he was out of town and he came up to see a buddy, and he didn't have the money to get home, so him and his buddy brought that gun over, and they were like, "Look, I'll sell you this PPK. It was a Norinco PPK, and a 20 gauge pistol grip, 18-inch barrel shotgun, and I want $300 for all of it." And I was like, "Fucking sold, bro. Let me go to the bank right quick." I ran up to the ATM, pulled $300 out, and bought both of those guns. The PPK I sold for $1,200 to a buddy of mine, and I like the AK-74 too, man. I've never owned one. All the AKs I've ever owned were 7.62 by 39s. I, like I said, really never had any time behind one that shot like that. So I'd like to, though. No, all my guns were. It's a Century Arms is American made. It's an American made AK company. Like, they build all their own parts and stuff. Like, that's the problem with them. They're not Russian. They don't. Or they're still tolerant. Their tolerances ain't. There was a lot of complaints about that gun when I first got it. So, Colt, Mossberg, Smith & Wesson. Yep. Hell, Glocks are made in Georgia now. The one of mine says made in Georgia. It's not. The parts aren't, but I threw my SKS in junk. Hell if I know, man. I just know that it says it's an American AK, and if you look up Century Arms, it's an American-made AK. Hell, they mill it probably right there. Am I working with the Mexican cartels? No. Nope.
Good morning, Wednesday.
Good Wednesday, Adam. That's cool. The metal's not made in China. Jesus Christ, man. Y'all are fucking retarded. If it's an American-made gun, it's probably American steel, buddy. It says USA made. Like,
Porter says we're in algorithm.
Oh God, yep, we're in algorithm now. So all the fucking retards are here. Yep. Okay, so you're a genius on American-made AKs. So, well, that's awesome of you. I'm glad. I've done my You don't think I'm out here talking on the internet when I haven't done my research? Okay. How many of those do you own there, buddy? How many American-made AKs do you own?
Yeah, now he's retracting all of them.
Yeah, because he's fucking pissing me off because he's retarded and he's about to get a ban because.
Well, you don't have
wow, dude, y'all are fucking retarded. You guys think y'all are the first trolls to get on here and say all this stupid shit? Well, you're just jealous because you ain't got fucking mouth hair. See? Yeah, everybody's going to start deleting y'all dumbasses now. Yeah, see that? So the Wasser 10 that I had was shit, man. It was just fucked up, and it wasn't anybody's fault. It was the company. They just mass produced them. You know what I mean? But I heard the Wasser 10s now. I've seen a couple of them, man, and I'm not wrong. So I'm not even paying no attention to you anymore, bro. Like, you still here even? Ain't you got some video games to go play in your mom's basement or something, bro? Like, go on to the next one. But the Wasser 10, it was just mass produced, and it was during the Clinton shit, man. You know what I mean? So when the Clintons, they didn't give a fuck. It literally came with a 10-round magazine. I had to go another table down and buy fucking, it's agreed. Dude, everything that America has isn't fucking made in China. Who else has, anybody on here have a Century Arms AK? It's American-made AK. They mill their own shit in the fucking CNC. I've done my research because I don't do research on anything before I buy it. If I get a fucking gun, you can ask Mama Bear. I get on and research it before I get it. That way I don't get a piece of shit. And this one came up in trade, and I didn't research it like I was supposed to. So I fucking, I just got it for my nephew. I didn't want the fucking, dude, I had a Chinese Norinco. It was badass. I'm not even, this motherfucker right here. I'm going to get rid of it. No, I got it. Let me get one today.
All right.
Did I get him? Yeah. Bye-bye, man. I ain't got time for you. So I didn't do my research. I mean, I had seen the gun at Patriots. It came from my gun store. But before I got it that tax season, my nephew had got it. So, yeah, he did. Yeah, he's a freaking child molester. This Christoph fucking retard don't know what the fuck he's talking about either. See, that's the problem with being on the algorithm. It fucks the chat up. Then I get all fucking sidetracked trying to talk about things, and I can't. Hey, can I have it?
Yep.
So I bought the Wasser, and then I was like, man, it was cheap. I got it. It was a good gun. My buddy said you could shoot it a bunch, heat it up, and then tap the fucking sight over. I just never did. But then my buddy Randy let me get that Chinese Norinco. Had the thumb hole Mac 90. That was a bad motherfucker. Like, I loved that gun. That was my primary gun, and then the little folding stock Russian one. But I mean, it was a good AK. I mean, and I only paid like, I think $275 for it. And it fired. It never jammed or anything. I never had any problems with it like that. It was just the fucking front sight was so fucking on whack you couldn't hit anything with it. Which model types on what? Mine was the 81, I think. It was the Norinco. It had the thumb hole, the big ass thumb hole. I don't remember which model it was, but yeah, dude, I'm like that anyways, dude. Especially we'll be driving down the road and I'll be talking to Russell and look over and something will sidetrack me. But I try not to read them motherfuckers, but sometimes it's just, yeah, I'm already in a shitty mood too. So I know, brother, I ain't worried about that. You know, guys don't piss me off. It's the fucking trolls, and I'm in here trying to avoid them. Dude, the 213 is a no shit Tokarev. The Tokarev shoots that little weird bullet, right? It's bottlenecked. A buddy of mine, Mike DeLuca, had one. It had a red star on the fucking grip and a leather sheath. It shot a little 7.62 by 25 is what I want to say. It was a little bottleneck looking thing. He had that, was his own gun. He had that thing. I don't even know where he got it from. I tried to get that from him because I wanted to add it to my collection. Like I had like communist guns, you know what I mean? But now the TT-33, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about, man. Like mine was a Norinco Mac 90 is all I know it was. And then I had the fucking Russian underfolder, which was an AK, had the bayonet on the front of it. Then I had the fucking Romanian one, and then I had the PPK, which I think was Chinese. I think it was a Norinco because it was big as fuck. That is a good gun for a beginner. What is a good gun for a beginner? If you want a semi-auto, go with a Glock 19, and if you want a revolver, try to get a Smith & Wesson 38 Special. That'd be good to enough recoil to where you can get used to handling it, but not so much that you can't handle it. But yeah, that's what I would go with. And a first good starter long gun would be a shotgun. Something like that. Good Glock 19 if you want a semi-auto. You can get a cheaper model than a Smith & Wesson for the 38. You can get a Rossi or a Charter Arms or something like that too. I'd like to have one of the little Charter Arms 44 Special snub noses. I've seen one time. It was like the Bulldog or some shit. It was fucking nice, dude. Yeah, I have 4 main guns, but you know, the rest of them are just collectibles or backups for the main gun. Like my Stag is my main one. Morning, Longbeard. My Stag is my main fighting rifle, but the Smith & Wesson is my backup if the Stag goes down until I can fix it. Because I've been gathering parts kits for them to where if something breaks, like the trigger or the bolt carrier group, I have backups for that. Firing pins will break, shit like that. So I've been like stockpiling that shit. Yeah, I mean, I have a bunch, but it's just, I can't shoot them all at one time. You can only carry so much before it's like really weighing your ass down. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to go out there with a fucking sawed-off 12 gauge, a freaking AR-15, a bolt-action 308 on this side, and a pistol, and then mags and ammo for backup for all of it. It ain't going to work like that. So if I'm going to use the 50 or my 308, I'm going to be in a stationary position. I'm only going to need something to get me to that position. And then hopefully I'll have somebody with me as a spotter with carrying an AR-15. The 50, if it's bad enough to where we have to get that thing out, I'm going to put that bitch somewhere up high and then put somebody on that gun 24/7. They can just do 4-hour shifts, and that's what's Overwatch. That gun's just too heavy and too awkward and too bulky to be carrying around anywhere. You know what I mean? It's not made for that. It's made to be stationary, and then you shoot it. So, and if main calibers 9. So this 9mm, 5.56, 12 gauge, 308, and 22. That's basically all I have, except for my 10mm and then the 50, and then I got 22 mag too. But now, fuck man, $1,000 in ammo. That's probably 600 rounds for an AR-15 and maybe 1,000 rounds of Full Metal Jacket 9mm if you're lucky. that's probably pushing it too. So, hey, a shotgun is fucking deadly, dude. People underestimate a 12 gauge, bro. What did Clint Smith from Thunder Ranch say? A pistol will put a hole in you, a rifle will put a hole through you, and a 12 gauge shotgun with the right load in the right place will physically take a chunk off and throw that bitch on the floor. So, yeah. That's plus, man, it's like the universal sign language. I know people say this all the time, but when a motherfucker hears a shotgun rack, they know what's up. You know what I mean? M1972 revolver good? Maybe. Probably if it's, what is it, 38 special? That's an old one. I don't really deal with the old ones like that, man. I'm more of a modern gun guy. Now, my buddy, he's got the old Colts and shit, so that's the stuff we like. Yeah, he said the prices are going again. God damn, y'all can't get shit anyways. So they can't get. I looked at a California compliant AR on YouTube. That thing didn't even look like an AR. Shit, they had the one that had the bolt on the top of it. That shit was pretty badass. But 45. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you get that and some moon clips, get the little moon clips so you can reload it. Yeah, that'd be pretty badass. Rock review. Martin, is that the AR version? I looked it up, the VR80. My boss was talking that he wanted to get one of the AR type shotguns, but he settled with a Black Aces pump. Yeah, you're pretty much screwed in Cali, bro, but I get it, man. But you're behind enemy lines, so get what you can and stockpile as much of it as you can, because you're behind enemy lines, man. I just saved a friend fixing my HP system. I should drop. He spy gun. But my dad has a 19 ball. Yep, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's the one like the tankers carried in World War II. It's the AR. So does it have? It's an AR-15 lower. So is it dual pin trigger and stuff, just like a regular AR-15? 30-30 is a good rifle. I'd love to have a lever action 94 30-30, or I'd take a Marlin 30-30. The only difference between the Marlin and the Winchester is the Marlin grip is a little more curved and the Winchester is a little more straight. I never shot the Winchester version of it, but I shot the fuck out of my little Winchester 94. TMT, good morning, brother. We're in Germany. Have strong gun laws? Yes, that is sad. All right, what are you allowed to have? I had a 10 gauge a long time ago. I wanted to know. Shit, that's a gangster shotgun. 30-30 is my favorite cartridge. Dude, I'd love to have another one just to hunt back here with. It's so thick back here, we hunt with shotguns with slugs because the AR, you're not going to get a long enough shot to really, it'll just go right through it. M46. But no, I want to, you just open the damn thing. Man, shit, they know. I know Norinco made AR copy called Norinco CQ. Oh, shit. Andy always hunts with a 30. I had a mom, so my buddy Randy, he used to breed dogs, and we went to one of his friends, and we built an addition onto his house. And Randy was like, if you help me, I'll give you like $800 for the 2 weeks, and I'll give you that 30-30 rifle you want so bad. And I was like, sold, man. Like, I wouldn't have nothing else to do. So, Lawfully, what's up, brother? And so he gave me, I got the money, and he gave me that rifle. And the stock of the rifle was just wore out, like it was all dinged and busted. So I went and got one of those cartridge sleeves and slid over it. Just kept extra rounds in it. I put a nice sling on it, and that was my go-to rifle. That was the only gun I had for about 3 years. And I carried it in the truck, carried it in the car, carried it into the woods with me. I hunted with it. I stayed next to my bed with the 7 rounds in the sleeve and then 7 rounds in the mag. I love that thing. I sold it to a buddy as like a dumbass. I was hard up for cash, and my mom was giving me a hard time about rent money, so I had to sell the gun. I sold it to him with the intentions of getting it back, and then I never got it back. But I will have another 30-30. The only lever action I got now is I got a Henry 22 long rifle, and I love that thing because it takes the shorts, the longs, and the long rifles. So any 22 rounds, other than the mags that you find, if you were scavenging at the end of the world, shit happens, and you find a box of 22 shorts, I could shoot it out of my rifle. So that was the cool part about that. And I went to buy a 10-22. Mama Bear and I went to buy a 10-22. I was looking at the one that you can break in half, put in like the backpack. It just didn't feel like the Woodstock 10-22 that I wanted. And then I picked that Henry up, and I was like, yeah, let me get that one. And it was only like $350. It was the exact same price in 10-22, but it shot the longs, the shorts, and the long rifle. So They were telling us about laws. One of the guys in the military contractor in shooting was telling me about hopes. Yeah, that sucks, man. Europe fucks up more and more. I feel you, Wednesday. I just hope that America isn't falling down too. My favorite AR is HK-14. Yeah, that's probably the best, one of the best ones you can buy. I've never shot the HK-14 or FNC. Now you're talking about Martin's kind of shit. He likes the FNs. He likes the FNs. No, go ahead. I was getting tired of that motherfucker anyways. I didn't know what the hell he was talking. I just kept not looking at it. I'm selling my model. Damn, Martin, message me on Discord. If you got the 1894 or 3030, I would freaking take that from you. I'll freaking sell one of mine to get that one. I got a couple I could sell too, so I'll let the fucking AK go for enough to get that one.
Oh yeah.
I'd rather have that than the AK.
Like
I don't like that AK at all. Johnny Nips knows all about long guns. There you go, Martin. That's what he was talking about. The FN. Yep. Or my M14. The mass migration is terrible. I'll be feeling for you. Just stay safe, girl. Just stay safe. Watch your six over there, man. I know it's hard. I'm sure that you're getting a lot of the scumbags and stuff like that. So just please be careful and welcome and thank you for being cool. Like, you see how many trolls Twin Arrow Survival can get in a matter of 5 minutes. So it's refreshing when we get somebody that actually wants to join the conversation and hang out, especially when you're overseas and we can get some intel from you about how things are going in your state and country, because the whole world is kind of fucked up right now. So we're all just trying to maintain and survive as best we can. So as best we can, and that's has its ups and downs, more downs than ups. But I heard about the Vector R4. You got some stuff that I'm not even sure of. I'm like a certain platform, certain type kind of person. I do the Minuteman shit here in America, and that's what I used to try to run with. I mean, I know a lot about guns, but I haven't done a lot of research and studying on all the new shit. My boss was talking about getting an AR shotgun, and he went, and like I said, he asked me about it, and I was like, well, man, yeah, you got to get a good one, because a lot of the bad ones are out there, and people, you don't know that you're getting a bad one until you get it and stop scratching. You're going to make it worse. I know. Take a Benadryl. Mama Bear's got poison ivy all over again. So does Maddie. So that's another thing. I'm trying to get money together so I can go get them some of that Ivermass shit that you spray. It's the only thing that works on them. So that, between that and gas, that's the mission for today. The mass migration here, stuff. They were trying to do that. Yeah, they were. And now everybody's fucking rioting because ICE is coming and taking them all back to where they're supposed to be. The 9mm Smith & Wesson AR, it goes with my parts switch to Glock mags. Dude.
Oh, there it is. That's the one.
Well, we're building yours. Between Ohio hooking us up with some parts and the knowledge that he has to help me build this thing, because once I start putting it together, they got the cheese, babe. She's trying to give you the cheese. I'm going to eat all my damn good grass-fed cheese. I need to check that one out, dude. I have a Smith & Wesson AR. I really like it. It's not the high-end model. I had a decent one when I was doing fugitive recovery work. I had the 5R barrel, and it was like $1,000 rifle. Already came with the freaking pick rail on the front and shit. It had the carry handle, but I took the carry handle off and put a freaking EOTech on it, because I had the money back then to buy shit like that. Because everything I bought for the company like that, I got reimbursed. So it was my gun, but I get paid back for it because it was benefiting the company. So the one I got now is like the Sport 2 version. It's got the semi-auto bolt carry group, but it doesn't matter, man. Oh yeah, I got one. I've had two in my life. This is my second one, and this one I got for like $500 from a buddy. So, and it came with an optic that I don't use. But I'm gonna upgrade the. That's not that guy. That was the other guy that thought he was talking all that shit. I'm gonna upgrade from my Stag. The bolt carrier group of mine is going into Smith & Wesson and the H2 buffer, because I'm gonna put a super safety in that one as well, because that's an overgas gun, so it should run that super safety slick as fuck. And then I'm gonna get a BCM bolt carrier group. They're not as expensive as I thought they were. They're only like $250 for the one I want, and I'm gonna put it in my rifle. And that's the thing. You can take a cheap rifle. You can take a Palmetto State Armory gun for $350 and put all the aftermarket shit and make it a high-end rifle. It's not about the rifle. You just got to put the right shit in the rifle. Yeah, mine becoming dangerous. Mine's dope, man. Like, I've never had a malfunction with it. It shoots fine. It's got an aftermarket stock on it. I got a LPVO on it. Got the pick rail on the front. It's a little gassy, but for me, that I'm gonna put a super safety in it, over gas is probably good. So That's why I'm not getting my buddy. So my boss's son, Roger, has an AR-7 that you're talking about, Justin. He's not had nothing but problems with it. Now, my friend Teresa's got one, and she says nothing but good things about it. She loves it. She keeps it in her truck with extra ammo for her little survival get-home thing. So
that is perfect.
that is, yeah, she carries that and a 40 Smith & Wesson for her backup. Yeah, I like it because you can put it in stock and it floats. You could be out in just a good little survival rifle, man. If you're trapped on an island, you got that 7, 8, 9 round mag or 7 round mag or something with it. Should have a couple extra mags you can stick in the stock because they fit back there. So
this is why I didn't want to.
the hatchet, yeah, hell yeah, that would be. I've never shot one. Like I've never. It's doing that again. I think we're about to run out of gas. What's going to happen?
I'll go check it.
If we run out of gas, guys, I apologize. I wanted to share my last little bit of gas with the live chat because I don't see y'all during the week. So we try to do them on the weekend for a couple hours, and that way it makes up for the loss in the week. But now, I mean, I never shot any of them. I've seen a bunch of them, and they make a camouflage one. It's pretty cool too. So it's complete. The AR-7, Justin, isn't like an AR-15. It's totally different platform. It's got an up note. It's totally different. Totally different. Hey, make sure they don't fall off, Maddie. Mama's got to climb out the camper. Yeah, it's the survival rifle. It's the one that fits in the stock and floats. Don't let them fall off the bed. Worrying about the food later. Keep the pups up. You ain't got to be such like that with it now. That's why we usually do live chats in here with just me and Mama Bear. Because it's easier, especially with all the damn dogs. Oh yeah, you definitely like to try it, Justin. Now it's you especially. Yeah, exactly, ACR. That's what they're made for. Is like pilot survival, airplane survival, and they crash in the water. They float in the water, Justin. They don't sink. I've never tested that theory, but that's what they say. Yeah, see, exactly. That's what I was thinking. Becoming dangerous. Just get a low end AR, and you can get a bolt carrier group and mags for it to where it'll. Are we good? All right, we're good for about another hour, guys, hour and a half, and then we're going to be out of gas. So I'll probably cut it in about 15 minutes. That way we can shut the machine off, and then we can use what's coming with the hot. We'll have about an hour today. We can run it. So 410, Snake Charmer, packs the AR-7 for you. No shit. Justin likes shotguns. He's a shotgun and 22 guy, and he was talking about buying some pistols. I told him he wanted the single shot 410s. I told him to get a Taurus Judge. That's a 5-shot 410, and you can shoot 45 long Colts in it too. So, and they're actually not that expensive. And you can get a stainless steel one, you can get a black one, you can get whatever you need. So it's pretty dope. I've never shot one. I've shot a 410 45 Derringer, the little single shot ones, but I've never shot the Judge. They look pretty dope. Yeah, everybody, don't even sweat it, bro. We're all having it tough, man. We all are. But once Twin makes it big on YouTube, once Twin Arrows makes it big, I'll buy you an AR, Justin. We'll get you a setup or something, man, by then. HR-410. Yeah. Yep. I've seen that one. Like, I would love to have I used to have some, Dancing with Wolves. What's up, brother? The Judge, yeah, the Judge has got a powerful, and they make special rounds for the Judge, like for the Judge. Slugs, 3-pellet buckshot. Like I've seen it at the gun store when the guy was like, I was looking for 410 ammo because we had a little single shot 410 for a while. And I went up there looking, and I was looking at stuff, and he was like, well, this is for the Judge. You can shoot it in your gun, but it's preferably for the short barrel Judge. I was like, that's pretty fucking cool. 410's a hell of a shell too, man. I had an H&R Hardener 12 gauge when I sold it. It was shit. Yeah, I heard those weren't the greatest. The pump 12 gauge that they have. I'm about to have to. I know cosmonauts carrying survival rifle. Most of the pilots, like the big overlong, like bomber pilots and shit. I think most pilots in the military have an AR-7 with them. Poor man, 46. Yeah, he does have a really nice one. He built. You know, yeah, that 45 and that long and that Taurus, though, man, you could put 6 or 2 45s and 3 410s. Cause I think the Taurus is a 5-shot, if I'm not mistaken. Yep. Yeah, I figured it did because I had the 45. But yeah, they have some special ammo for it, man. I'd love to have a judge. It'd be cool just to have one as a conversation piece, man. Be like, y'all ever seen a 410 pistol? Regular 410 patterns like crap out of the judge because of the rifle. And yeah. Cajun, what's up, brother? I was talking to Cajun last night. He gave me a call. So, yeah, most 410 shot. I mean, it's a smooth bore, all of them. Like that's just like the rifle and the 12 gauge, man, for slugs. I got a Mossberg 510 package that had a rifled slug barrel, and then it had 3 barrels. It had an 18.5-inch barrel, 24-inch bird barrel that was vented in the front, like a compensator. This holes drilled in the barrel. And then it came with that rifled slug barrel that had like rifle sights on it, man. Never shot it with the slug barrel. I bought it mostly because I wanted the 18.5-inch barrel. I just kept it like that with a pistol grip. Never really shot the other barrels too much, but it was cool to have one that could do 3 things. So I don't even know what happened to that one. I've had so many freaking guns that I don't remember. You know, you had to sell them.
Later, Martin.
Have a good one, Martin. Like you have to sell shit and do shit like that, and it's like, damn. So, them crazy redheads just want, yeah. You got pulled up on by some Arabs. So, we're gonna go for about 15 more minutes. That way we can save some of that gas when it gets hot. Backhoe and arrange the meeting. They think they're gonna get 24 virgins. That's not what's gonna happen. It's this month hasn't been that much of a struggle. I just miscalculated the amount of gas it was gonna take for the weekend. Because we're running the air conditioner, and I haven't been here all week. And Mama Bears usually has 2 5s, and then I bring home money for another 2 5s. So, you know, that's fucking 20 gallons of gas we're running through it. So it is what it is. And then, like I said, it'll be rough today, but tomorrow when I go back to work, I'll go in the morning, get some money from Mama Bear so she can get gas in it so she won't be hot. It'll just be hot today. But we're going to try to wait to plug the air back in. We'll probably just shut the air off, everything off, and just go outside until we can figure something out. All the virgins are dudes. Yeah, exactly. Twin Miss Prime. Oh, hi, man. What's up, brother? Metal. Yeah, Justin's going to cover. He's going to do a face tattoo for me. He's got Optimus Prime. He's going to put right here. I got a mole up here that I want covered too. He's going to put it right there. So it's going to be pretty dope. I'm going to try to get it. And I'm trying to make it up that way maybe this fall. Metal. I'll be in PA because he lives up that way. So maybe we can swing by and have lunch together or something, brother. That would be freaking awesome. So. Maddie was messing with her and she was trying to talk to you. Yes, I do. I love salmon. We just had some salmon. My boss's son helped us out with some groceries because we were fucking hard up. And he brought us some marinated salmon that was freaking amazing. And then my daughter got us some of these little salmon nugget things. They were like fish sticks, breaded fish sticks, but they were salmon. They were really good too. I love just taking it and cooking it on the grill in some tinfoil, man, with some salt and pepper.
Right, Glory?
Definitely check out one, man. What Glory say? I can't go back down.
He said,
Text, good morning, brother.
Headies will get the fever to their 72 virgins and realize that they got sold tickets to a post-life Star Wars comic.
That'd be funny.
Oh,
Pink or less like here, so probably send some out if anyone can help me. No shit, dude. I wish I could get up. I want to go fishing. We have fishing poles and shit, but I just don't have the money for the bait.
Hey, good morning, Tex.
John's life, Johnny. Yeah, the 1022 is like the AR-15s in the 22 world, man. You can upgrade them and change so much shit on them to where they don't even look like a 1022. And I kind of kicked myself in the ass for not getting one when I was actually going to buy one, but I had a chance to get a nice one from Randall's, and it came with a 50-round like mag with it from old scope. It was an older one. I'd love to have it, but I just couldn't come up with the money. That was when we weren't working. So, but at least now I'm working. Like I said, today will be rough, but it won't be tomorrow. So.
Things are less light here, so I can probably send some out if anyone can help me.
Yeah, read that. Yeah, nobody ever helps them. We're about to have the
Dude, if we live closer,
Mandalorian home. Hell yeah. I grew up in Washington, pork, ton of salmon, and steelhead every year. What does steelhead taste like? Hell yeah, man. Alaska, bro. Bill was living up in Alaska, too. What does the steelheads taste like, guys? they pretty good? Yeah, man, if you live in Alaska, you can feed yourself up there for sure. You can pretty good in North Carolina too, but they're dirt cheap for what you get. I know one that's over $1 million. No shit. I mean, I've never heard anybody say any bad thing about a 1022, man. That's for sure. Like, better than salmon? No shit. Steelhead is a rainbow trout. It's made in. Oh, I bet they are good. He said it's been a massive run this year of salmon. No shit. So you guys can go in certain seasons, get enough food to last y'all a year, man. That's the dream for me and Mama Bear. But homesteading right now is it's a little rough, guys. Just no lie, it's a little rough. Like, especially now that we're not hooked up to like the actual power grid. It wasn't so bad when I could put $30 on the freaking power and it would last all week or 2 weeks. But now that's long gone. So until I can get the tent box out here, which I'm working on too, I talked to the builder that we've been friends for years. And he's going to see if he's got a tent box left over from one of his jobs that I can just have. And if that's the case, then I'll be on my way to getting this to get out here back to where I can have a little prepaid account. So, bad dream. What's up, brother? Those are steelheads are massive. Steelheads are like dino version of trout. No shit. My personal favorite is a C308 battle rifle. Not stellar accurate, but 2 ways of bad. No, not for a battle rifle. And it's 308 too. Shit. I was looking at the setme's, CET. M-E or whatever. Man, that's the way it should be. I do too. I want to try elk bad. They say it's very lean, but it's less gamey. Yeah. But I like deer and gamey meat. Like that's why I like meat. Huh?
That's why I like when you cook the deer, because it's not gamey.
Well, you just gotta know how to cook it. It's not even so much how you cook it; it's how you get the deer processed is what makes it gamey. And how it's killed. If it's running and you shoot it, it's gonna be nasty.
I ate it all the time because the guys hunted all the time.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't eat it. And then I ate it and it was like, nope. My friend made it and that was shit.
Yeah, the setme is similar to the PTR. Yeah, I was looking at the setmes at the gun show back when I bought the AK, but they were like $600 and I didn't have that much money, so that's why I didn't get one. But now they're freaking way expensive. Everything. My grandpa and uncle would get tags for everyone, and then we'd tag out deer, elk, salmon, duck, goose, and elk. No shit. Man, you wouldn't have to worry about buying meat all year.
I bet it is.
That's awesome, and I'm happy for you, Dancing with Wolves. I am freaking extremely happy that you got food for it like that, brother. So, yeah, Metal will be live today, too. I'm going to have to jump off soon, guys, just so we have some gas for later. I won't want to, trust me, but I'm actually having a good live now that all this thing. I paid $600 for mine at the pawn shop. That's not bad. Hell no. Not at all, Johnny. Dude, I love my bolt action 308. As soon as I get the money, I'm going to have Cajun finish my AR-10. It's just 2,000 right now. It's just fucking hard to come by. But it won't be forever. We're just a struggle now. It won't be forever. It's not always been like this for Twin and Mama Bear. We ain't always had to get on here and ask for fucking help to get gas and shit. So most of the time it's the exact opposite. Usually we're just doing pretty good. And especially since when we first moved down here, I was working and we had power. It wasn't expensive. And we were able to save some money, but that all went out the window. Now it's fucked with gas every day and food. But I did get enough food. And if I'd known the gas wasn't going to last, I would have bought a little less food. We got more food because we had a bonus, and we were like, well, we'll get enough food to last us for 2 or 3 days, and we'll have enough gas. And I was like, all pumped up about the weekend until yesterday. And then I got my nose busted by Sassy. That kind of put the weekend in a downward spiral. And I ain't going to lie, once I got off the live yesterday, I kind of just slept all day. I was no good to anybody. Didn't eat a lot. With no gas and no charcoal, it's kind of a pain in the ass. You can't like fry eggs or anything because I don't want to go out and start a fucking fire because it's 100 degrees. But I'm going to have to go start a fire today, and I'm going to wrap some ribs and some corn, and we're going to eat a good meal today because I know how to start the fire in the grill. Like Mama Bear had never done that before. I was one who always does that.
That was my first time.
That was her first time, and she did good. She wasn't mad at herself, and I wasn't mad at her. It was just I just didn't know we were out of gas and everything. So if I'd have known that, I probably would have got the gas tank filled because that's the main grill we use is the gas one. It's just a little bit easier, and you can just turn it on, and you don't have to stand there getting the charcoal started and shit like that. But we'll be all right. Like, we'll be all right. So, but $100 cash out would be great. No, I'm just saying, because people surprise us with those all the time. I can't tell you how many times I've got up stressed and depressed as hell and looked at the cash app and there was fucking $100 on it. If it weren't for y'all, our lives would be a whole lot harder than they are. I promise you that. Yeah, she knows. She knows.
I ain't worried about that.
Got a lot of wood. Well, I'm going to go in the woods and we got a tree that I cut down stop people riding 4-wheelers across my property all the time. So I cut the tree down. I just been using that wood. It's not the best, and I'll get a big enough pile. And what I do when we use the grill like that is it's got 4 little metal grates. So I'll take 2 of the grates out. I'll start the fire over here, and I'll put the fucking meat on the other side, close the vent, because I can't control the airflow like the little dial's rusted. But I just get enough to where when the fire starts to die and the temperature starts dropping, I throw a couple pieces to get the temperature back up. So we're going to do that today so we can eat. We didn't eat dinner last night. We had steak, but the steak wasn't cooked enough. It was too raw, so we didn't eat that. And then I think we had cheese and crackers, and then that was about it. And watermelon. So that was about it. But today we're going to eat good because I'm going to start the grill so we can cook some shit on it. It was 85 in the house until I got to read everything out, get the parts. I bet, dude. I was just smoked from the week, stress, depression, anxiety, then hard work in the heat and in the sun and sweating my balls off all week. And then I got home and it was relatively cool in here. I just laid up there and went to sleep and nobody bothered me. I just threw the pillow over my head, had a fan blowing on me with air conditioning, and we just lived it up. So
have a great Sunday, Vinicius.
Yeah, have a good one, brother. Yeah, I'll set, especially with the ribs and stuff, man. It's slow and low. I don't have to stand out there. I can just shut the grill. It maintains heat, and I can just come back in where it's cool.
That'll be safe driving.
Yeah, well, we're going to have to get off anyways, guys, I guess, because we don't have the gas to be pushing 2 hours today. If something happens and I can get back on later, I will. But I'm going to get up and go get this fire started so we can put some food on, and by 1, 2 o'clock, it'll be done. If you can join Metal, I'll try to join you, Metal, as long as we have power and my Wi-Fi is working. I might be able to get on with just my minutes to my phone, but I don't know. So we're going to get off, guys, so we can cut this Jenny and go outside and get some stuff done. So I love you guys, man. Y'all stay safe out there today. It's going to be hot. Oh, damn, hold on. Damn. Good morning, tired guy. Hold on, man. I'll stay another 5 minutes. That way if fucking Jenny shuts off, we'll be... Jacob, man, what's up, brother? But hey, Twilight Tower guy, what is up, man? I'll stick on for another minute, Bill. We still stick on for another minute. If y'all got to get off, jump off, but I'll do another 5 minutes. I'm pushing the Jenny, but we don't care. It is what it is. So we'll get it. Man, we've been doing good, brother. We've been doing all right. I mean, we're surviving. I'm back to work, and I'm having to run the generator, which is killing me in gas, and I'm running the air conditioner because it got hot in the camper the other day. So it's killing the gas in the generator a whole lot faster than it normally would, and we just weren't prepared for it this weekend. But I'm glad you popped in, brother. I've been thinking about you. How's everything with you and the missus? Hope everything is good, man. It is. I know. Here, come and sit in front of the thing. We can't cut the air on. Well, we can, and we can burn it up in 30 minutes. So I'd rather I'm going to cut it. We got 2 of them went to their homes already. We got another one going to their home. But if you're hot, just take the fan, because I would rather be hot and let you know. You take the fan.
We're from America.
America.
East Coast.
Later, brother. Yeah, well, us too, man. It's been hot, so I've been working, doing some. Went back to work with my buddy Russ, and we're surviving. That's all we can do. We'll make enough to put gas in the generator and food in our bellies, and I can't complain about that. So that's what it is, man. Have a good one, Justin. I'll catch you later too, man. I always talk to you during the day and shit. So
later, Justin.
Everybody's jumping off, but we're gonna jump off here in a minute too, guys. I hate to cut it short, Tower Guy, but like I said, we're only running the generator right now, and I gotta save the gas because it actually used more gas. I didn't think it was, but it did. So it fucked us up this time. But yeah, they're slowly but surely getting homes, and everybody will get a good home. That's why it's taking so long, because I'm picky and I won't let them go to anybody. And the woman that got the 2, she got Yogi and Buster, and they're spoiled rotten. So.
And I get pictures all the time.
Yeah, we do too, brother. We pray for you too, Tower Guy, and I'm glad. I'm usually on the weekends now because I work during the week, so I try to jump on Saturday 8 morning and Sunday at 8 in the morning. Yesterday I did a little bit longer because we had more gas, but we'll figure out today. And then hopefully if I can get some more gas, we'll jump back on maybe after Metals or something, just after we get everything done. So
Metal's not doing one today.
Oh, Metal's not doing one today? Well, maybe I'll jump on at 12 then if I had the gas. So, but hell yeah, man. I'll try, and I will definitely try to jump back on, man. So I'll just keep your eyes open, brother, because we're going to jump off so we can cut that generator and conserve. But I love you guys. Y'all stay safe out there today. Stay strapped and try to stay cool, man. Here's Mama Bear.
Love y'all. Always forward.
Always forward, guys. Y'all stay safe. We'll have to cut that joke.